Tom Aspinall has just dropped some wild new training footage ahead of his upcoming fight with Ciryl Gane, and he looks fired up after months of being forced away to defend his interim title. This time, Aspinall isn't returning just to win. He's coming back to dominate.
Here's a question with Aspinall. What happens with Aspinall in the second round? If you want to talk about a guy who sprints, I don't think anybody moves like that guy does. He beat everybody else's ass too. All the other heavyweights, ragdoll dudes way bigger than him. He's just a freak. And he is, again, the next the next advancement of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem. At a 250 plus pound frame, his movement's extraordinary. And that's something you have to deal with. Like, that is a crazy ability. Like, his ability to move, like the way he moves, is so much different than everybody else in the sport. He moves like a 175 pounder. He doesn't move like a 250 pound guy. Incredible stand up, knocks guys out with one punch, black belt in jiu-jitsu, really good wrestler, his everything, and he's young.
So what's your prediction if it happens?
It's hard to bet against Jon. It's hard to bet against Jon. But
for Tom Aspinall, you said you don't really care about the belts. You really want to prove you're the best. Is there any other fighter in the heavyweight division that you feel you need to beat to prove that you are the best, other than Ciryl Gane?
Yeah, there's lots of guys. There's lots of guys, man. But I'm the kind of guy who doesn't look past my opponent. I'm very, very serious about this fight. I've been training for the last year without a break. I've had absolutely no breaks. I'm much better now than I was in my last fight, and I want to show that. But as far as other heavyweights and stuff, right now that doesn't really interest me. Jon Jones is retired, so I don't really have much to say on that, to be honest. So I'm fighting this guy, and this guy's really good, so I'll be as ready as I can be.
Finally, we're back after over a year hiatus. Ciryl finally signed on the dotted line. This is the fourth time we've been matched up together. And now we are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Ciryl. The fourth attempt is here, and this is Cyryl's third title shot. We are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture for good.
The footage shows Tom in the best shape of his entire career, lightning-quick combinations, dangerous ground transitions, and a level of precision that's almost unreal for a heavyweight. It's clear he's sending a message. He's done waiting, done with the politics, and done with all the talk. This time, he's coming for complete domination. Even Joe Rogan can't stop raving about it. On his podcast, Rogan went off about just how special Tom Aspinall really is.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane is official, and I cannot wait to see some of your reactions when Ciryl Gane gets a unanimous decision over Tom Aspinall. Now, that's not an official prediction from me, at least not yet, but I think some of you guys need to realize how close this fight really could be. I know the common expectation here is that Tom Aspinall is just going to walk through Ciryl Gane in the first round, whether by knockout or whether by grappling. Everybody thinks Tom Aspinall is going to make it look easy. But if that happens, I would be very, very surprised. Ciryl Gane is being underrated here. People are very down on Ciryl Gane right now, and understandably so. He got submitted in the very first round by Jon Jones, and also he didn't look great against Volkov. He won the decision, but a lot of people thought he lost. I'm telling you guys right now, in a 5-round fight, if Ciryl Gane could avoid the big shot, I actually think he has a really, really solid chance of winning. People say Tom Aspinall is the most agile heavyweight of all time, but don't forget, before Tom Aspinall, everybody was saying that about Ciryl Gane. And in my opinion, Ciryl Gane beat Francis Ngannou on the scorecards, and some people would argue Francis Ngannou at that time was the greatest heavyweight we had ever seen. So I am going to withhold from making an official prediction right now, but do not be surprised if I end up picking Ciryl Gane over Tom Aspinall, and do not be surprised if it happens.
I think Ciryl Gane will beat Aspinall.
Serious?
Yeah, I think he'll do it. I think Aspinall will go into the fight emotional. I think he'll be irritated by the fact that it's been a year out.
He doesn't see bro. He doesn't.
I think though he's gonna look at Gane and think, all right, Jones beat you in a round. I'm going to do worse to you. And I think he's not going to take Gane as seriously as you should have. And listen, but we don't know what Aspinall is like in that third, that fourth, that fifth. If you can survive that first and second. Aspinall's the favourite. But Gane is not a scrub on the feet. Gane's still technically kickboxing range. He's the better striker. Aspinall packs a punch. He's the heavier puncher. He's got the heavier hands. Boxing-wise, he's probably a better boxer as well.
Speed, bro.
But Gane is quick, bro.
Yeah.
Gane is not slow, and Gane's kicks and his range and his striking defense is still
when,
elite.
but
It's
when,
still elite,
but
bro.
when, but when I
You can't land clean on Gon. You can't land clean on Gon.
to landed clean on Gon. Very nearly.
Okay, that was just that one.
It's almost an unfair comparison, right? When we talk about pressure versus pressure, everybody's under tremendous pressure. But I guess when you kind of look at it from not just pressure, but potential legacy and career and what's on the line, I think it's hard to not go with Tom Aspinall because the heavyweight division is on the line. If Gane goes in and beats him, no disrespect to Gane, love the guy. The heavyweight division loses a lot of respect. Even if Tom goes out there and it's a close fight or he gets dropped and then has to come back or something, like the heavyweight division has so little respect right now, probably deservedly so, I think. You know, with Gane getting his third title shot in a couple years, like Tom has to show that he is the heavyweight division. You know, he has to prove that to the world. Like I am, you know, the heavyweight division's not just shit, but like I'm so good that the heavyweight division is shit, right? This is kind of his thing that he has to go out there and prove to the world. And if he goes out there and loses to Gane, you know, the division already is not respected. That brings Tom down significantly, I think, right? And of course, you know, the potential Jon Jones fight, which is whatever, who knows, right? Like, how he beats Gane, assuming he does, may play a factor too. Like if it turns out to be a close fight, again, John's going to be on his phone with Twitter open watching this fight, like just waiting for Tom to fuck up and get dropped, get leg kicked and limping a little bit, or you know what I mean? Jon can't wait for that moment.
Rogan said that outside of legends like GSP and Jon Jones, the sport hasn't seen a fighter this well-rounded in years. He praised Aspinall's athleticism, fight IQ, and his rare combination of power, speed, and composure inside the octagon. According to Rogan, Aspinall has...
You know, there's the guys who I've trained with from my experience who in the gym are absolute world beaters, and they'll get in a fight and they'll just freeze up and it doesn't work like it does in the gym. They fight way worse. And there's other guys like myself, anytime there's pressure on me, that's when I've done my most devastating performances. Oh, talk's just talk to me, mate. It doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, we're both going to take our shirts off, get a pair of gloves on and go in there and see who wins on October 25th. So it's not really going to change anything, to be honest.
He's dismissed me on multiple occasions and I'm not the first guy that he's dismissed. The reason that I got the Pavlovich fight was because Ciryl didn't want it. He then took Curtis Blades. I just don't like the way he does stuff professionally because that's the opposite to what I do. I'm here to prove I'm the best, not duck out of fights with people.
Ciryl Gane's calling you out, says he wants to fight.
Oh, that's interesting. After I just called him out, went to France and he turned the fight down.
Any interest?
I think he should fight Almeida. I think them guys should fight each other first and see what happens there.
Ciryl tweeted that he thinks you should be careful what you wish for and he'll see you in Paris. How do you think you match up against Ciryl?
I better be careful, apparently. Yeah. I think I match up pretty well against him. I think I'm equally as fast as him. I move equally as well. The difference is I can grapple. I've got a lot of power. And I think that's pretty undeniable at this stage of my career. I've got a lot of knockouts on my record, mate. I have to touch you once and I wasn't even throwing heavy tonight. I thought it was going to be a 5-rounder. I didn't mean to knock him out. I was pretty sure that was going to be a 5-round fight tonight and just takes one shot, mate, at heavyweight, especially with me throwing him.
Like he didn't put up any resistance in that fight. Lost it really easily. You can't then come back and beat the number 8 or 9 guy and then go straight back to fight Jon Jones. That's just not how it works, man. You can't be like, oh yeah, I deserve the title shot now. No, you don't. You've had 2 goals. You lost them both.
Rogan believes Aspinall possesses every weapon a mixed martial artist could ask for. His striking is razor sharp, his jiu-jitsu world class, his wrestling severely underrated, and his movement almost unfair for a man his size. Rogan even said that Tom moves like a middleweight, hits like a heavyweight, and fights like someone destined to be a champion. What makes this upcoming matchup so fascinating is how he stacks up against Ciryl Gane. Gane is one of the most technically refined heavyweights in MMA history, smooth, elusive, and incredibly smart with his footwork. But where Gane relies on finesse, Aspinall brings raw aggression and relentless pressure. He doesn't circle around, he hunts. He closes a distance quickly, breaks rhythm, and creates chaos. Exactly the kind of fight where Gane has struggled before. Against pressure fighters like Francis Ngannou or Jon Jones, Gane's composure has cracked. And Tom Aspinall thrives in that chaos. His unpredictable, constantly changing levels, and never gives his opponents a moment to breathe. That's why so many fighters and analysts believe Tom won't just win, he'll finish Gane early. The speed, the power, the transitions, everything points in Aspinall's favor. And it's not just the fans saying it. Names like Joe Rogan, Daniel Cormier, and Michael Bisping have all claimed that Aspinall could very well become the next long-reigning heavyweight champion. But this isn't only about claiming gold, it's about making a statement. After months of waiting, after hearing endless talk about Jon Jones and the White House card, Tom Aspinall is ready to remind everyone who truly rules a heavyweight division. If he destroys Ciryl Gane the way he plans to, there will be no more excuses, no more delays, and nowhere left to hide. It'll finally be time for Jon Jones, or anyone else brave enough, to step up and face the storm that is Tom Aspinall. Because right now, he's not just training to win, he's training to silence every doubt that's ever been spoken about him.